the drawing, hitting up the beer bong. When the cops show up, they're gonna get the finger, and I don't give a fuck 'cause I'm the designated drinker. Let's get this party started. Let's keep them 40s poppin'. So just get buzzed and stay fucked up. We'll keep them panties dropping.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for my wonderful appearance. Not that my appearance looks that great anyways, but been working around the yard. We've had a pretty nasty overcast day, but no rain. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start brewing, do something fun. Although starting at about 3:30 in the afternoon, I'm probably nuts for doing this, but you know, I've been saying that I wanted to do a video, plus I want to kind of play with piecing some videos together and see how that works out for me. So this may get posted, it may not. We'll see how things go. But here is what we got going so far. I'll turn this around. Got my grains there. Still have to mill them, so I'll be putting them in there and milling. I got my second most important thing, my beer. Got to have that. And then out here I got things cleaning and soaking. So got that going on. A mash tun. And so yeah, I'll get things loaded in the hopper and go ahead and start doing some cleaning up. Some scrubbing around a little bit, and then I will go ahead and film it. See you soon. Okay, back everybody. I got all the cleaning done. I've gone ahead and started the flame, getting the water heated up, and so at this point I'll go ahead and come over here. I've got most of the grain loaded. Go ahead and turn it on and get the crush going. So getting that going here. Gonna have a drink of beer. And won't bore you with the parts of just going on. Got my helper out here apparently. Oldest daughter came out to see what's going on. So I have the grain going, heating up my strike water, and gonna get ready to make some beer. Okay, got the crush done. That will soon become beer. Good stuff. Well, still looking here. We're only about 80 degrees. We got some time. Interesting thing that I'm sure this is fairly common since this is just a little rubber seal, but right at the very end of my crushing, this is sitting on the top of my grain, so the little rubber ring that is normally on one of those rollers down there, which actually acts as the mechanism that causes the other roller to turn, has, as you can see, broken. So I'm sure that's not a major deal. At least I hope it's not. So I'll have to do some research and see if it takes a certain size, or if I can get something a little stronger maybe. Not sure, but yeah, I guess I didn't expect it to last forever, although that's, let's see, this is only the, well, I think this is only the second time I've used my mill, and for that to deteriorate and fall apart so quickly, that is kind of concerning, but I'll see. other than that, again, just waiting for the water, the strike water to get to temperature. I'm looking for about 166, and then I'm going to add all this wonderful grain here. Looks like a decent crush. Might be a little tight. I did not condition this, so I did it dry, so I do have quite a bit of flour. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing as long as you get it mixed really well and you get the dough balls broke up. I don't think it's a major deal, but looks like a decent crush. I'm sure those of you that are much more experienced than I am will say otherwise, but you know, hey, if you think it is, please let me know. Reply to the blog, the video blog, or you know, anything else you see me on the forums. Hit me up. I mean, there's some definitely. Oops, sorry about that. I don't know if my camera's going to focus in good enough. I'm doing this on a camera phone, so sorry about it. But there's some decent husks, and they're not all crushed, and they're pretty intact. So. Anyways, I'll go ahead and sign off for a little bit, have me another beer, and listen to some music while my strike water hits temperature, and then I'll come back as I'm getting ready to mash. Okay, I just hit my strike temperature. I just shut off the fuel. Probably should have shut it off a little bit sooner. I'm up to about 168. I'm going to go ahead and pop the lid a little bit here, let some of that heat out. Let it cool down a little bit, although it's going to go into my mash tun, and I kind of like to, it's, you know, I'm in a t-shirt and shorts, but I'd say the temperature is mid-50. It's not bad, but I'll probably let the mash tun, because I use one of these Igloo coolers, you know, from the big orange box store, and I'll probably let it heat up inside a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and that's not good. So I will shut it down now, and I will be a little bit back in just a minute or two. While I did have it clean, I've noticed that on these spigots that when you get the water really heated up in there, it tends to loosen up some of that stuff that you may not be able to get out. And it's running clear now, but I am going to go ahead and dump the water that's in here, and I'll rinse this out one more time. I don't take chances when I make my beer, just much like I'm sure all of you don't. So let me go ahead and clean this out real quick, and I'll be back in a second to get my strike water in. Alright, I'm back, everybody. As you can see, I'm stirring, make sure everything's mixed up really good. I will tell you what, there was one. Got him. I'll tell you what, I really, this is one of my favorite parts of the brew process. I just love the smell of this right here. This is just heaven. Really, really love this. So, as you all know, and if this is, you're thinking about making the jump to all grain brewing, and watching my video as some inspiration, big thing here is you want to make sure it's really, really mixed up well. You don't want any big dough balls, no big chunks. You want to make sure everything's mixed up well. It's almost like a very liquefied oatmeal. I'm going to switch arms because my right arm's getting tired of stirring. While I love the smell of it, this is one thing I do not enjoy, is the actual stirring part of it. So I'm going to do this for a few more minutes just to ensure that I've got everything stirred up, and then I will come back for a quick word. My mash is 45 minutes today, so I normally do a 60 minute, so this is, I wanted to say this is my signature beer here that I've created. This is version 2.5. I've been going in 0.5 increments. I believe there is not much difference between this one and 2.0 at all, if any. Well, the mash is going to be different. Obviously, I did a 60 last time. This will be a 45. And I did change the hops a little bit. I added a little bit more hops in this one. But I am thinking that this may be my final version before I would be incredibly happy with this version. And if I ever decide to go pro, which would be a big dream of mine, this would be my first beer that I would come out with. So I'm thinking if I nail it on this one, then I'm going to quit messing with it, and once I get done with my project for the make sure everything's working here, my project here for my kegs, making them into vessels for brewing, this will be my first 10-gallon batch right here. So really looking forward to this one, hoping that this one turns out to be my final piece of the puzzle. And I think that is pretty well mixed up. So now I'm going to seal all that heavenly goodness, and there we are. Now we've got a 45-minute wait. So I'm gonna go drink some beer, and excuse me, and I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes. Talk to you later. Okay, so quick update. I got about 15 minutes or so on the 45 minutes. I went ahead and measured out a ½ ounce of hops. This is a Citra hop here, and I'm going to I'm going to first wort hop these, just to mix some things up a little bit. I got my Irish moss here, got some more hops there. I got to pull some more out of the fridge for this brew. But let's see, what's my temperature here? I'm going to need 168, and I'm sitting at about 158, so I need 10 degrees. So I'm not going to fire up the strike water quite yet, not with 15 minutes to go. Probably 5 minutes ago I'll get it going, or 4 minutes or so. It shouldn't take it that much to get 10 degrees going. And so moving along. Really do like this beer when it's made, and I really do think that it will be pretty decent. This is my Oktoberfest again. Been drinking this quite a bit lately, actually. Last few evenings I've partake. Not sure what version that is, but I've definitely indulged in some of my homebrew. So my fear is I've got. Well, actually, let me show you, because I made I've got my dark beer in here, right there, and I lost about a gallon to trub and all kinds of stuff. A little interesting on that one. I lost quite a bit more than I normally do. And then I also had made some, and I apologize, let me see if I can turn, there we go. That is actually a Pinot Grigio wine. I'm clarifying it right now, so that will be an interesting thing. It's got about 42 days of, 41 more days of sitting before I can bottle it up. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close this down before I start losing a bunch of my air, my coolness. So anyways, that's what I got going there. Let's see, you guys have seen my kegs. I removed one of the dip tubes out the other evening while I was drinking a few beers, and that's why you see it there. Have not cut it yet. I'm still waiting on some supplies. I ordered a couple things from Bobby M. From New Jersey. I like to try to support my fellow home brewers, and I've never heard a bad thing about any of his products, so I decided that, it supports him. He's got a good product, and as soon as those get here, then I will actually start that project of cutting the tops off and drilling some holes in it and mounting some stuff, and I'll go ahead and videotape that as well. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here for a few more minutes, and I'll turn the camera back on when I get closer to clarifying the wort here out of the mash tun. Bordeloffing. So I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so I have got it clarified, and now I am adding it to, I'm pulling the first runnings, and as you can see, I am hopping these runnings. I'm going very, very slowly here. I'm trying to get everything down. I'm going to open it up just a bit. Everything is looking good. Nice color. Coat these wonderfully smelling hops. Oh, this is just such a fantastic smell. I know you guys all know how good it smells, but I wish you could really smell it. Alright, so I'm going to complete this and keep moving, and I will videotape something soon. Talk to you then. I'm telling you. Let me turn on the light here, but I am telling you, that is heaven. Oh, man, that's smelling good. A few more minutes, and I'll be adding it to a boiling pot and pulling out my next runnings. But I just had to share that with you guys because, whew, that smells so damn good. So damn good. Alright, I will be back shortly. Which I don't know why I keep saying that, because if I cut all these videos together and make it one video, it is what it is. Anyways, check you guys on the next side. I don't know. It just sounded good, you know? Alright. Peace out, homies. Okay, everyone, I have my helper again. I'll show you my helper. Love her to death. She's checking to make sure the wort is boiling. She helped me measure out the hops here for the first edition at 15 minutes, and this is the first edition of about 6. And there's my little helper right there. She's going to make a mess if she does that. So just thought I'd touch bases. Everything's going smoothly, and we still have about 25 minutes before we add the first wort, or the first hops to the wort. So I'll keep you guys informed. Alrighty, so I've got the first wort hops that are going to go in about 7 minutes. I've got the next stage of hops that will go in at 10 minutes. And then there will be a total of another, 2.5 ounces in the last 5 minutes. 1 at 5 and then 1 at 1. And then there's about 3 ounces that are going to go in at the dry hop. It'll be a mixture of hops. But anyways, everything's going to plan. We're still boiling. And still drinking some lovely, lovely beer. That's version 2.0 right there. Good stuff. So I will let you know how things turn out. No, let me tell you, the worst part, in my opinion, of the brew process is the chilling. And turn this around here. I don't know. To me, I get tired of stirring and stirring and stirring until it gets down to temperature. Really, really looks good. Smell is incredible. You know, I've thought about automating this process, and I still may, but I'm kind of waiting until I get done with my keg conversions to see exactly what I'm going to do. But definitely not my favorite part of the process, but it is a must to get this down to temperature so I can pitch the yeast and call it an evening, a day, what have you. So I will continue this process, and then I'll show you what it looks like going into the carboy, which I have sanitizing. Actually, it's already sanitized. I just need to rinse it. But very, very pleased with the outcome, as we all are that brew, because this is heaven. So I will continue chilling, and I will talk to you shortly. Okay, so I have removed all the hops, and you can see here that is most of them. It's a lot of hops, but this is a fairly hoppy beer. You know, it is what it is. Some people would say I go overboard. I say I go big or go home. But for the most part, I have it done, and I am now going to go ahead and start. Hopefully I will get it all in here without having a clog, but I suspect I will get some sort of a clog, just from the simple fact that there's always some whole hops that end up staying into the brew kettle, and I just can't always get them all out. But we are now at this point, and the next point that I will film, I will I will put oxygen into the wort, and then I will go ahead and pitch the yeast, and we will be golden. Smells very, very sweet, and I just got some hops in the thing because I just shut down. So let me do some work here, and I will film here very shortly.